Good day, my wonderful gents and gent ladies. Today we have an extremely special episode of YouTuber News. Normally I call it a special episode for a slogan type thing, but today it really is a special episode. I'm your host Dana Howard, and this is YouTuber News Mother's Day. Starting off today with the obvious that all news sources are talking about, COVID-19. Now I know talk of coronavirus has been getting pretty boring, annoying, and even upsetting for some people, so if you wish to skip this part of the video, go ahead. I'm only addressing this because A, it's important, and B, I cover news on YouTube. So new YouTubers, what's trending, etc. This includes the news side of YouTube, and right now, the hot topic there is COVID-19. So if you wish to skip, do so now. Anyways, in case you haven't noticed, most societies have completely shut down and have issued a safety rule called quarantine. For those of you that don't know, quarantine is a fancy term meaning stay in your house and leave if necessary. COVID-19 is an infectious disease that used to be claiming the lives of hundreds. Now it's still deadly, but its kill count has slowed down tremendously due to medical research. In fact, according to the World Health Organization, most people can recover from COVID-19 without special treatment. It's the unlucky group of elders and babies that require it. Another fun fact given by the CDC is that coronavirus can be spread without realization of it happening. There are hundreds who are carriers of the virus, but they themselves will be perfectly fine. This is why practicing social distancing is important. Along with washing your hands, social distancing is an important thing you can do to protect your loved ones and others. Granted, socialization is still very important. But hey, this generation has cell phones and can FaceTime anytime. Imagine living through this in the 20s. But seriously, socialization is still important, even if it means calling your dad for 20 minutes if you're a college student who lives in Michigan and your dad's in Oklahoma. Anyway, I'm gonna finish off this by saying COVID-19 is no laughing matter, and I hope you can do what you can to stay safe. I know I didn't talk about it for long, but if you really want to know about COVID-19, you can always search other YouTube videos, or you can Google it yourself. I will also leave a link in the description box below about it. Our next major topic of today, in case you missed the title, is Mother's Day. Mother's Day is the day to recognize all mothers across the globe. With the whole pandemic, some people might not want to see their mothers because they'll want to protect them. Contradicting what I just said, I believe you should go see them. Who knows how long they have left? I mean, I'm seeing a mother tomorrow that is 64. Though it may not be due to coronavirus, other diseases still exist. The biggest one being old age. So don't miss seeing your mother, or else you might regret it. No matter how bad the blood is, if there is any, I'd still recommend it. Also, if you haven't noticed, I said tomorrow was Mother's Day, which in fact, it is. I'm posting this today because I will be busy and I have to apologize for not posting previously. Due to the pandemic, I've been struggling, but no more! Expect a video every Sunday starting next week, and if for some reason there is no video on a Sunday, there will definitely be one on the following Monday. Anyways, back to Mother's Day. Talk about my schedule later. If you aren't sure what to get your mother for Mother's Day, just YouTube search some easy crafts and get working. Or just give your mom a hug and tell her you love her. Sometimes that's all they really need. I hope you have a special Mother's Day this Sunday, and I hope your mother has a good Mother's Day too. Also, happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there in the world. Moving on to our final topic of today, the topic that makes this new series what it is. YouTubers. The collective group of people that you watch to entertain yourselves. Before I get into the 3 YouTubers of today, though, I would like to recognize a couple of YouTubers who have been keeping in touch with their fans through this pandemic, and who have been doing what they can to get everyone through this. These YouTubers involve Jacksepticeye, who has been doing what he can to post daily and making sure his viewers stay connected, as well as doing a couple charity streams. Another is MV Perry. MV Perry is doing his best to keep his snail gang together. He's constantly asking them through YouTube polls about what he should do next, or even simple things like who's your favorite out of the four, or who do you think would win in a battle. He also created a Discord chat for his fans to keep connected to one another and him. Another one, which will be the last one I mention so we can get into the three, is John Wolf. John Wolf has done countless charity streams through Twitch to gain money for this ongoing pandemic. He has actually raised and donated quite a bit of money. There are, of course, hundreds of other YouTubers, Cub Scouts, Markiplier, PewDiePie, etc., who are doing what these three are, but it was these three that spoke to me. However, moving on from that, let's get into our three YouTubers of today. Starting with LaurenzSide. LaurenzSide is a female gamer who can be a comedian based on your sense of humor, who has a current subscriber count of 4.09 million. Also, a fun fact about LaurenzSide's name is that some people read it as LaurenzSide or LaurenzSide because of how it's spelled. It'll be linked in the description box below, so you can pronounce it however you want. She herself has also mentioned that it's up to you how you pronounce it. It really has no correct way. But moving on from that, she's played games from Yandere Simulator to Gacha Life. She also does some scary stuff. However, it's all fun and games until someone messes with her galaxy. That's right, LaurenzSide is the Galaxy Girl, as some may know her. But nonetheless, she's a creative, intelligent YouTuber who I completely recommend after watching some of her content. Next we have EzPz. EzPz is a YouTuber with a current count of 152,000 subscribers, aka 152k. EzPz's content is pretty much Reddit topics. He reads Reddit topics, but trust me, it isn't boring. After watching a couple of his videos, I can say for sure that this man deserves a comedy trophy of some sort. Granted, others may watch him and find it boring. It all depends on who you are to depend on if you're interested. EzPz's content, when reading these Reddit posts, the reason why I call it comedic, is that he actually reacts to it. Like, he'll do funny topics and he'll say, that wasn't funny. And sometimes it's not, but nonetheless, just like LaurenzSide, I suggest you give him a chance. Finally, we're finishing off with BuzzFeed Unsolved Network. BuzzFeed Unsolved Network has a current subscriber count of 3.81 million. It's a channel of two guys by the name of Ryan and Shane, and of course their production team, but it's mainly two boys. What these boys do is they travel to places that are supposedly haunted, and they try to answer the question, are ghosts real? Ryan is a strong believer, Shane not so much, but they still force themselves into unexplainable situations. While investigating, they also go into the history of the locations, when the haunting started, who originally owned it, etc. Some of the places they visited have been the Queen Mary, the Winchester home, and many other places. You know, Lizzie Borden, I could go on, but I'm not going to. They also, on this channel, talk about true crime and who did it, all of which are amazing series, and I 100% recommend The Boys. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time I have for today. Information about COVID-19 will be linked in the description box below, as I had mentioned earlier, as well as all three of the wonderful YouTuber channels I have mentioned today. With that, have a great day, a great Mother's Day, and stay safe. I'm your host, Anna Howard, and this was YouTuber News. Happy Mother's Day!